Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Power Vacuum. I'm your host Belmont, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Stellarblade versus Stellarblade. Some of you may have heard about the drama involved in this, and I think it's a little bit wild. This story kind of caught me off guard because, I guess it probably caught everyone off guard. But it was reported by IGN, broken by IGN, so we're going to go ahead and read their article first because everyone else keeps referencing it in their articles. And here we go. It's Stellarblade versus Stellarblade as Louisiana company sues PlayStation and Shift Up over name. Stellarblade is seeking damages and an injunction against the PlayStation exclusive. Now, when it's Stellarblade with one word, it should be Stellarblade LLC because that's what the company is registered as. So anytime I see that, I'm going to say Stellarblade LLC. Stellarblade developer Shift Up and publisher Sony are being sued over Stellarblade. The plaintiff, a Louisiana-based film production company called, Stellarblade LLC, is alleging trademark infringement and claiming its business is being damaged by Shift Up's use of the name. The complaint, which has been viewed by IGN, was filed in a Louisiana court earlier this month by Stellarblade LLC and owner Griffith Chambers Mahaffey against Shift Up Sony, an unnamed insurance company that the plaintiff claims covers Sony Interactive Entertainment with liability insurance against the very allegations Stellarblade LLC is bringing. So when they say they viewed, where was it? Has been viewed by IGN. You can view the complaint. You cannot read the actual court document unless you sign up for some thing for the state of Louisiana, which I didn't feel like doing. Normally I pull up court documents when they're available. This one is available if you want to go sign up for the state of Louisiana's Justia. I think it's Justia program. Yeah, there's the case number. This is the current case number if anyone... Yeah, right here. Here we go. Griffith Chambers Mahaffey. God, I keep doing that. There's no R in there. I've just said it like... In my head, I even say it. This is the filing you can view. Right? There's a bunch of lawyers speak. Filing trademark for transmission of the Patent and Trademark Office. See, I don't think he has a patent on it, but let's get back to the article. In the lawsuits, Stellarblade LLC and Mahaffey claim that the Louisiana company has existed since 2010, providing multimedia entertainment services such as film, documentary, commercial, and music video production services. That's going to be important later. The lawsuit alleges that Mahaffey has owned Stellarblade.com since 2006 and has been using it in conjunction with his work since 2011. Kind of irrelevant. Mahaffey notes that when Shift Up first announced its game, it was under the title Project Eve back in 2019. It was re-revealed in 2021 at a PlayStation showcase under the same name. However, was it? Project Eve looks gorgeous. It's an IGN article. Oh, well, there you go. But 2021 was a long time ago. However, the name was changed to Stellarblade in 2022. And not long after, in January of 2023, Shift Up first registered Stellarblade as a video game-related trademark. That's important. Mahaffey registered his own trademark for Stellarblade in June of 2023. Then sent a cease and desist letter to Shift Up a month later. Okay, buddy, you can't register something after the fact and then send a cease and desist. But I'm going to explain something in a minute. Mahaffey claims that while previously his customers were able to find information about his business easily, now people searching for Stellarblade's work on the internet only find Stellarblade, the video game. Additionally, he alleges the trademarks for his own business are confusingly similar, citing the color scheme of both logos and the stylized S. Okay, so this could almost be confused as a J. flat top, crazy. I mean, almost, but not really. But it's a very angular with a sharp curve. And this is like a almost cursive S. But the color scheme, I mean, being like, oh, blue and white, white with blue and black, I don't think those color schemes are the same. Mahaffey's request for relief included asking that Shift Up and Sony be prevented from using Stellarblade or any other name similar to it, as well as asking they hand over all materials in their possession with Stellarblade on them so Mahaffey and Stellarblade can destroy them. Additionally, Mahaffey is asking to be paid for damages and attorney fees. IGN has reached out to PlayStation for comment. Mahaffey's lawyer sent the following statement to IGN. Mr. Mahaffey registered the Stellarblade domain in 2006 and has used the Stellarblade name for his business for nearly 15 years. Given this long-standing in public use, it is difficult to imagine that Shift Up and Sony were unaware of Mr. Mahaffey's established rights before adopting their identical mark. We believe in fair competition, but when larger companies disregard the established rights of smaller businesses, it is our responsibility to stand up and protect our brand. The defendants' far superior resources have effectively monopolized online search results for Stellarblade, pushing Mr. Mahaffey's long-established business into digital obscurity and threatening the livelihood he's built over more than a decade. Stellarblade launched back in April of this year, and we gave it a 7 out of. I don't care about your review. So, here's my take on the thing. One, I think this guy's going to lose. Here's why. You can have the same name as another company. You can even register the same trademark name as long as your trademark is in a different industry. So video games and video production are actually considered separate industries. I actually looked this up earlier because I was curious. Like, well, they're both video related, but video game creators, video game manufacturers is its own industry to create video games. Producing videos and what else did this guy say he did? Multimedia entertainment services, film, documentary, commercials, music videos. That's its own category as well. All right. So can Sony and Shift Up register Stellarblade as a trademark in the video game industry like they did? Yes, because it is a different industry. For example, if I told you to go to the store and pick up some Dove for me, would you come back with Dove soap or Dove chocolate? Right? I didn't specify. Maybe you'd come back with both. Most likely you'd call me and you'd be like, hey, did you need soap or chocolate? And I'd be like, oh yeah, I wanted some chocolate or I wanted some soap. They're both called Dove. They're both registered trademarks Dove. Right? They both used stylized D's in the beginning of their names. But the reason they're allowed to do that is because health and beauty and food products are different industries. It's the same with Graco. Like if I said I got a job working at the Graco factory, would you think I'm making paint sprayers or would you think I'm making baby seats? You wouldn't know unless I told you, because both companies are called Graco. Both have established trademarks named Graco. One of them is in fluid dynamics. I think that's what they specialize in. I know Graco paint sprayers because I used to work for Sherwin-Williams a long time ago. Graco.com. Oh, yeah, here. Manufacturing. So one of them is in manufacturing, and then what's the other one? Graco baby stuff. GracoBaby.com. Oh, very simple. Car seats, travel systems. So clearly creating things for a specific market, i.e. newborns, parents of newborns, that's a different industry than people who make manufacturing products like paint sprayers or what other shit does Graco make? Like I said, I know the paint sprayers. Let's see what Graco Ink makes. Move, measure, control, dispense, and spray. We pump peanut butter into your jar and the oil in your car. We glue the soles of your shoes, the glass in your windows, and pump the ink onto your bills. Okay, this is silly. I like this. We spray the finish on your vehicles, coating on your pills. Okay, the paint on your house and the texture on your walls. We've been part of your daily life for more than 90 years. People who work in like big industries or painters, I know a lot of painters talked about Graco sprayers. They know this company better than they know Graco baby stuff. A new mom probably isn't going to know anything about paint sprayers, is going to think of car seats when you say Graco. Same name, different industries, same trademark. This is a losing battle for this guy. And for him to be like, yeah, you need to surrender all your materials with all the names on it. Sorry, Chief. I don't think you've got a case here. And I think the lawyers of Shift Up and Sony are going to point that out. Like, hell, if I were the lawyer there, I would walk into the court with a bar of Dove soap and a Dove chocolate bar, and I'd set them on the counter, and I'd say, you, hand me the Dove. And then you're going to have to ask me, well, which Dove? Exactly which Dove. They're both Dove, same spelling, both registered trademarks. That's it. That's the end of the case. This is a open and shut case in my opinion. He more likely, with his business being blocked, might be able to sue for tortious interference, but the problem with tortious interference is you have to prove intent. And proving intent is nigh impossible, especially in a court of law. Like, to say that, yes, these guys deliberately wanted to ruin your business by naming their game Stellarblade is not going to happen. You're not going to prove that's the case. And here's the thing. Your lawsuit has already solved your problem. Because if I Google Stellarblade right now, let's do it with one word, just the word Stellarblade. So yes, the game pops up first. Let's scroll down. Oh look, lawsuit. Company Stellarblade. How deep do I have to go? Lawsuit. Stellarblade on X. Now if I click on Stellarblade on X, what do I get? Man, it's going to make me sign in. I don't want to sign in. I do not use this. Oh, damn it. I apologize. I was trying to see if it would show me any post. Ginky JPG. Stellarblade. So Stellarblade on X with the name Stellarblade. Here we go. Video production Stellarblade LLC. I didn't even have to go that far down. So if somebody was looking for him and they just scroll down a little bit of the ways, there's a picture of the guy. Video production Stellarblade LLC. He's not even on like the second page. I didn't have to go to the next page to find this guy. Now, I don't know if that's a result of this lawsuit or if this is just the standard Google thing. Let me open incognito. And see what happens if I search for Stellarblade in incognito. Same thing. So there you go. He is still on the first page. People looking for this guy will find him if they want to find him. If his business is taking a hit, maybe it's because people are getting more into producing their own videos. Maybe there's just a slump and people aren't producing videos or need production right now. Maybe this game did draw attention away from him. I don't know. But again, you're not going to get them on Trademark. They are not violating Trademark. They are a video game. You are a media production company. Those are entirely different industries. If I wanted to make a brand of cutlery and call it Stellarblade because it's a home good product, I probably could do that. And I could probably write off the coattails of the game being like, hey, get this Stellarblade knife. I could probably do a collaboration with Shift Up and Sony and make knives shaped after whatever her swords are. She's got swords in the game, so, you know, I could probably do that and then register it as a trademark and probably get more hits than you, and you wouldn't be able to sue me for it because it would be in a different industry. That's how trademarks work. That's why Dove and Dove exist. That's why Graco and Graco exist. There's probably a ton of other examples of that. Like if you look up companies with the same name, those are the ones I know off the top of my head. Let's look up companies with the same name. Companies with, oh my god, I hate this computer. I gotta get a new keyboard. Low profile. Yes, it's possible. This is the AI overview to have the same name, but there are some factors to include. Industry and location being the very first one. Jeez. Brands that share a brand name. A useful list. Apple and Apple. Electronics and Apple Records. I didn't even know there was an Apple Records. Delta. Well, see, Delta Faucet, Delta Dento. Domino's Sugar and Domino's Pizza. Dove Beauty Products, Dove Chocolate. A Volkswagen EOS and a Canon EOS. Okay. There are 2 companies called Finlandia. Really? That's weird. That's a weird one to me. Graco and Graco. So this is where his argument might fall apart completely. Because like while these other ones are like, oh, Finlandia cheese, Dove chocolate, Domino's sugar, where they're slightly different. Graco and Graco, identical names, right? So United Airlines and so full disclosure, I thought this was one company and they were doing a play on their own name. I did not know these were 2 different companies. Pink shirt maker versus Pink Victoria's Secret sub-brand. I got Victoria's Secret's the parent company. I was like, it's not a secret sub-brand. That's me being stupid for a minute. Is that it? That's a pretty short list. But yeah, there you go. It is, and even with the Google AI overview, straight up, it is acceptable for brands to have the same name. So that's it. Case closed. Get out. You're gonna lose. You probably should have had your lawyers research this a little better, but they probably just saw dollar signs because, you know, Shift Up and Sony are a huge company with lots of money, but that should concern you about your victory chance and your ridiculous ask. You went for the big ask, and I don't think you're going to get it. I don't even think you're getting a small thing. They might settle out of court just to shut you up and get you out of their face, but I don't think you got a chance, buddy. I don't think you have a chance at all. But that's all I have for this video. Belmont out.